environmental concerns that are kind of good potential conversation starters that a partner can use.
Absolutely. So we have, from a partner standpoint, a couple of key concerns, and this is from VDC data, Mark. So VDC showed, and this isn't stuff that we're cooking up on our own, said that some of the top concerns are washed out screens. That's always been a problem, especially in the field. It's one thing if you're inside, in a retail situation, or if you're in a warehouse. Washed out screens aren't as bad of a problem. When you go outside, that's a huge issue. And as our devices are, that's really the growth market for us. So washed out screens. Then you think about what happens next. You're out in the rain. The screens get wet. What happens? A lot of on the consumer side, the screens were not necessarily optimized for water on them. So they start jumbling around, the application's open, or they shut down. That gets into other things, environmental concerns of, okay, the device gets wet, then all of a sudden it starts going into the earphone jack holes and the volume control holes or the speaker control holes. So that's a big concern. But at the same time, you have to balance it with the usability that they're experiencing on consumer devices. It's easy to use, my kids can use it. How do we kind of do both? So, from a Zebra Technology standpoint, we take the best things that we learn from the consumer side, the usability and the screens, the pinch and the zoom and the flick, all those kinds of things you get with the consumer side, but bake that into an enterprise device that you can use it with gloves. It can be submerged in water if you happen to drop it in the water, or you get caught in the rainstorm. You don't need special gloves with those funny little tips on them. The speakers are loud. The speakers are coated with a Gore-Tex, basically, so you can literally pour water in there, submerge it. All those things are taken into account, but when you look and pick up the device, you're like, wow, okay, I can feel this is a little more beefy, but it's not like I'm holding a brick in my hand, so. Those are the things we see from consumer side. And then the IT side, the other half, if you think of it as a seesaw, the consumers are saying, or the users are saying, hey, I want a consumer experience. The IT guys are saying, hold on here, I got Wi-Fi considerations. I just heard on the radio NPR the last week said, delete every application on there that I don't know the origin to because people are trying to get into our devices, into major infrastructure issues. How do I secure my devices? And everybody wants these consumer devices. So I have to do those types of things, and then, how are they gonna deal with our Wi-Fi versus a public Wi-Fi versus a hotel Wi-Fi? So those are the things that we can bring and the partners have, available to them. The security, locking it down, the mobile device management, and then all the physical attributes.
Perfect, perfect. So the idea is that we could provide a product that has a consumer-grade feel as far as user operation, but industrial type ruggedness for outside the four walls type applications.
Exactly. Perfect. Exactly.